Good morning, good morning.
Good morning, wakey, wakey.
Eggs and bakey. So the sun's out, but it's raining.
Well, good morning, good afternoon, because who knows what time you
Yes.
Good evening. I don't know.
Good evening.
Good evening. Yeah, right now the sun is out. It was raining. Now the sun is out, but it looks like it's going to rain again because this is Miami.
And it's rainy season. You know, I was on vacation.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that was weird. That sounded weird.
What?
That you said. We'll edit that. So I was on vacation and I was in Costa Rica and it was rainy season. And then when I was reaching out to my peeps here, it was raining here. And then I come back and it's raining every single day. I was
It's
like, oh,
raining
man.
every day. This is our lives.
So anyway, raining doesn't have anything to do with dating don'ts, which is our topic.
Dating don'ts, question mark. Because this is, I guess it's up to you if you want to do it. But one of the...
If you want to do an embarkation.
Embarkation.
If you want to be an embarkation.
Well, we're going to talk about dating don'ts again, question mark, because I'm sure everybody has done one of these. You're shaking your head.
I'm shaking my head.
In regret, in remembrance.
Yes. Yeah. I will share in a minute.
So we're going to be talking about dating your coworkers. Shouldn't you? Should you? Shouldn't you? There's pros and cons. Dating your friends.
Lord.
Or dating your friend's ex.
No. Woo! I say run for the hills.
And long distance dating, which I like to call amor de lejos, amor de pendejo.
Pendejos. The pendejos are in effect. Yes.
So the first one we're going to talk about is dating your coworkers. And I found this quote from, who else? Andy Warhol. This was definitely before the Me Too movement. This is what he says. Employees make the best dates. You don't have to pick them up, and they're always tax deductible.
Horrendous.
You call it horrendous. I call it business savvy.
No. I call that a lawsuit waiting to happen.
I call it multitasking.
I call it run, Forrest, run.
Run, Forrest, run. Oh my God, that is so wrong.
It's terrible.
Have you ever dated a coworker?
Yes. If I must admit. Have you Kathy?
I have not dated a coworker, but I definitely liked a coworker.
Yeah, there's like sometimes it's very rare though that you see like some really hot guy at your workplace.
Yeah.
Right? I mean,
yeah.
I think there's hotter girls or women than there are men in the workplace.
In the world.
In the world, yeah, because we rule the world.
Who ruled the world? Girls.
Yeah, but
shout out to Beyonce.
Yeah, but I don't know. I wouldn't do it again.
Yes, I think the fact that I, let's say, fell for this person or liked this person or was attracted to this person, I think kind of gave me the same, there were like the same pros and cons, even if I didn't date him, because I kind of went through the same thing that if you date somebody, obviously you can't control who you fall for, who you like, who you're attracted to. You can't control dating somebody. I must,
Yeah.
Just.
And now
FYI.
I'm watching because you got me addicted to this thing on Netflix. It's called Velvet.
Oh, people.
And there's
that is a total. Everybody's dating each other.
Yes, there's so much craziness going on in that store.
But we spend at work most of our day. I mean, it's 8 hours a day, 8 to 10 hours a day if you count overtime, if you count, socializing with coworkers sometimes, going out to lunch. You spend 8 to 10 hours a day with these people. I mean, it's common that's going to happen. It's bound to happen at one point or another.
I guess, yeah. Well, that's true because, this thing that I had with this person was way back when I was living in New York. But anyway, I didn't want to date him, and he just kept insisting, and he was so romantical. And he was okay in the looks department, but he turned out to be so weird.
See, that's the thing.
Weird.
People think, one of the pros people think is one of the pros is that you know this person because you spend this so much time every day with this person. Yeah. Not so true. Just because this is the person that you see, think about it. This person is
because
like,
you see one facet of them,
you
but you
only
don't see the other
exactly. You
side,
don't
the
see
personal
real-
side,
you don't
the
see
personal crazy side.
Yeah.
Yeah, but this guy, I don't know. I was just like, what the hell am I doing? Like, I can't.
And how long did it last?
Not a long time.
And
And then
what
I ended
happened?
up breaking up with him because I just
Mhm.
couldn't. Like, I thought he would throw his tantrums.
Mm.
He was a little bit weird. Like, I'm not even gonna go into the weirdness.
But you broke it off because of the relationship itself, or just the fact that you felt uncomfortable that you guys would see each other every day at work, people knew about it, gossiping.
No,
like,
I
stuff
didn't.
Like that, or
I
no?
didn't feel bad about the work thing because I tried to keep it low key.
Whatever.
Yeah, I always try to keep it very low key, and I would
Uh-huh.
tell him like, we
Yeah,
can't
nothing, yeah.
do crazy stuff here because this is
Yeah.
my money
Mhm.
we're talking about.
Yeah.
It was just him.
Yeah.
And then I had to see him every day. I was like,
Yeah.
coño, like.
So how long did the relationship last from beginning to end?
I want to say a few months, but I
Okay.
don't really remember.
And then when you broke it off, who
It was
left?
terrible.
But who did he leave? Did you leave?
Yeah, he
work?
quit. He ended up
quit?
quitting. He
Soon
couldn't. He
after,
couldn't
or?
stay there anymore.
Wow. That's
He was devastated.
yeah.
He was devastated because I broke up with him, and I was like, I can't do this.
That's the thing. I mean, that's what they say. Like, okay, the pros. Okay, if at first it's fun and exciting and secretive, and oh my god, I can't wait to see this person. Like, you're excited to get to work.
Mhm.
Even like when the weekend comes along, you're like, oh my god, 2 days without seeing him or her. Oh my god, it's torture.
Yeah, but when you see somebody, okay, if it works, it's wonderful. But if you're not jiving,
Yeah.
gelling or
Mhm.
whatever you want to call it,
Mhm.
then if you see each other every day and you have an argument or whatever,
Yeah.
you're not in the mood.
Yeah, it's not even out.
He or she is
Yeah.
there.
It's not even if you break it up. It's even if you have an argument.
Mhm.
Even if like couples that are married, it's very hard to separate it, to compartmentalize and to say, no, so we're gonna leave it at the door. We're not gonna discuss this from 9 to 5. We're not. It's very
Mhm.
hard for people to
Well, I was telling you that at that same firm,
divide.
there was a partner, a named partner who was married, and his wife worked there as well.
Mm.
And
Who started working first there though?
the husband.
Okay.
And then she came on, but she came on very quickly, like shortly after they.
Okay, so
you
he
know.
probably brought her along.
And
But did they meet there, or they were already married?
No, I think they were already married.
Okay, I think that's different.
But they worked together,
Yeah.
and then you would hear them arguing,
Oh, that's not cool. Yeah, that's not cool.
and then they would argue about work.
Mm-hmm.
And she was she was a nice lady. She is a nice lady because she's not dead, but no, she's not. And
So we can confirm.
and
she's not
she's very smart, knowledgeable about her
Mhm.
stuff, and she's
dead.
like strong-willed. And then
Yeah.
he would come in and try to like tell her stuff, and she was like, go scratch, this is my file, this is my case, like don't tell me what to do.
Mhm.
And so you have a lot of different variants when you work together as a couple.
Yeah, I think it has a higher chance of working if it's like if you are a couple and you're like the founding, people of that business. I think
But then
that's
that whole
different.
HR thing, like if you have that going on,
Yes.
how do you enforce
Yeah.
HR rules about
Yeah.
not dating?
How do you tell people, you can't date?
You can't date.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's hard.
You
Yeah.
know, oh my God, I don't even know how the hell she married that guy.
Because I
People
think-
tell them already.
That's another episode. But as I think about it as like the part of the company, like if you're starting a business, you're like, okay, we need to see like, are we gonna allow this? Are we not gonna allow this? How are we gonna enforce it? Because even if let's say you allow, you can date in the workplace. How do you then say, okay, but espérate, that doesn't mean that you can, number one, take vacations together. Because what if you only have like 5 people in your, if you're like a startup business and you only have like 3 people working for you?
Oh my
What
God,
if
that's
2 people,
terrible. I didn't even think of that. That's true. How do you go on vacation together?
time. How do you like?
I guess you have to work in different departments.
Yeah, but what if you're like
Yeah.
a small company that you
Mhm.
enforce these rules? A
I know.
company.
Too bad, so sorry.
A
Lleva
small
la otra.
company, maybe less than 25 people, and then it's like, okay, espérate, you can date, but I don't want you kissing in the corner. I don't want you making out, whatever. I don't want you holding hands. Like, how do you then?
Yeah.
Porque después como que te metes en relaciones, like, that's kind of weird. Like, I don't know. It's weird.
I
to
think some
enforce.
people don't even like discuss it. Like it's not even in the manual.
Well, I think you remember that movie, You, Me, and Dupree.
Yeah.
He's like, what's your policy on Columbus Day?
Yeah, he's like everywhere. This
He's like,
guy.
no, we work for Columbus. Like, well, we gave it a shot. So it's like, do you even ask that in an interview? I wouldn't even think to ask. What's your policy on like dating in the workplace?
No.
That would be like, you're not hired.
Yeah, you don't. There's
Right?
just certain things you don't even ask.
Yeah, there's like,
If
that's
there's
so
a manual,
awkward.
you wait to get it. If
Yeah.
not, you like
Yeah.
ask people.
Or you wait until you're
nonchalant.
attracted to somebody and be like, okay, let me read the manual. Before.
Should I ask her
Should
out?
I ask? Yeah. No, that is so weird. But it's just a really tricky situation.
Yeah.
I mean, I like somebody that I worked with for a while, but it never panned out to be anything. And even though we didn't date, I felt the same. I felt excited to go to work. But then when I found out this person was dating, it was a totally different experience.
I know, right?
And I felt like, oh my God, like, I can't be around this person and it's so hard and this and that. Like, so I went through like the whole thing, and then eventually I was like, I can't wait for this guy to leave. And I should get another job. So I went through the same process but that's something that you can help. I mean, you can help liking somebody. It's just, it happens,
No, this guy
You
ended
can't
up
control
leaving.
it.
This guy ended up leaving, and I'm glad he did, because then it started getting really bad. Really bad. I was like, oh my God. And I was already working at that firm for a while. So I wasn't leaving.
Yeah.
Like, you're the new person, you leave. You have that mentality. Well, at least I did. I was like, I'm not leaving this place. You leave.
También, in the sense of a company, is like, another thing to think about is like, man, if there's a fight, there's like more drama. You're going to bring the drama into the thing. If somebody's having a fight, the person's like, I'm not going to work today. So you have more absenteeism. It's like, oye, póngase su número. You're going to have to bring the two people together and be like, you need to work this out. Like, there's just no getting around it. I mean, it is going to happen.
And then I had this guy. Oh my God, this is hilarious. This guy who worked in the mailroom, and he loved me. Right? But he was such a come mierda. But come mierda in a funny way. He was always comiendo mierda and talking to everybody and whatever. But
it was one of those.
Yeah. But
flirt.
I was so not attracted to that guy. And I think he had kids and a baby mama. I don't even know. I don't remember. All I remember is that he would always tell me that he was gonna like wait until like he found a strand of my hair and he was gonna do voodoo on me so I can fall in love with him.
So then you're like, sexual harassment lawsuit coming up.
I would laugh. I would be like, you're such a jerk. I was like, get out of here. And then, but I don't know, things. I've had a lot of people approach me in the workplace throughout the years, I guess, but I guess it's the way you do it and how it evolves.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I guess what if? I mean, there's people that are like very private outside of work. What if the person ends up being married that you didn't even know about? Or he's dating somebody that you didn't even know about? I don't want to get into that. And going into like a little more of a serious thing. What if you date somebody that's your superior?
God.
What if that person ends it? You can potentially file a claim for sexual harassment. Yeah. That's a possibility. What if the person that you're dating is your superior, and your superior or the other people around you find out that you're dating them? Even if it's not true, they can think that you're getting extra bonuses, extra.
I know.
Races,
maybe boners, but not bonuses. You're getting extra boners.
That's a possibility.
Mm-hmm.
What if I, as not?
But you know what's happened to me too, which I think sucks. What about if you have a really good relationship with your boss, let's say, right? And there's absolutely nothing, zero.
Yeah.
But people insinuate and think that something's going on. That's happened to me too, and I'm like, what?
Yeah, you're like, ew.
Ew. No. Con viejo calitros ahí,
And another scenario could be that I, as your, somebody that's a superior is dating somebody, one of their, whatever, employees. I don't know. I don't want to call them inferior, but like one of the regular employees. I don't know. What if that person thinks, I know, because I'm dating the boss, I'm not going to do this and I'm not going to do that. So that person's like, so then how do you enforce, like, oh yeah, just because we're dating?
Oh, but I've heard stories about that too. Like that people, bosses are dating their secretaries. And I know one that the guy ended up divorcing his wife after many, many years. And the girl is sitting pretty. You know, so she got what she wanted.
I mean, I don't know. The more I think about it, it's like if I ever have a business, it would be like no dating no hanky panky in the workplace. Okay, no more than one person at a time in the bathroom. Lunch hour is 1 hour.
Yes.
You cannot take vacations together. You know. I don't know.
Oh, no, they're gonna hate you. You're gonna be the
the
boss everybody's gonna hate.
And they're both
I'm gonna be the one everybody loves. I'll be like, vengan, aquí hay amor y felicidad.
Procreate in the bathroom.
No, not that.
In the stockroom.
We don't want to clean up your messes. Thank you very much.
Literally, we don't want to clean up your messes.
Disgusting.
No, that's one point good point that you bring, that if it's allowed. And if there's like what's shown with respect and whatever, yeah, we allow it. But, you know, these are like ground rules or whatever. Mm-hmm. Like the employees could, you know, it could increase respect, you know, like because you trust them and you show trust in them.
Yeah.
So that could be a plus. Moving on, dating your friends.
God.
Question mark, question mark, question mark.
God. All I have to say is like, I don't even know. Dating your friends. Let's rewind the memory bank. Have I dated any of my friends?
I have not. One of my friends now, I dated him before, but it was the opposite, like backwards, reverse.
It was dating then friends.
Yes. Yeah. The other scenario has never happened to me.
Yeah.
But what was I gonna say? Dating your friends. I mean, there's pros and cons. One of them is like you obviously know this person forever. You know each other inside out. There's
it depends. If you're like casual friends and you date, maybe it's not a big deal if you date them and then they're not around anymore.
No, but this is more like...
But if you're dating somebody that you know for a very long time, I think that can work. Yeah, why not?
I mean, I think definitely for a relationship to work, there's got to be friendship. So this is like one of the situations where you love the person and you like them, you know, which is very rare. And that's what I think it takes for a relationship to succeed, you know.
Correct. I always say you can fall in love with someone, but do you like them ultimately? And I think that's why so many people are just so unhappy too, because they don't like each other.
Yeah.
That sucks.
Yeah.
Anyway.
So that's definitely one of the pros, and another of the pros is like you don't have to go through the awkward phase of getting to know each other, but at the same time,
but it's so weird.
It's awkward because now you're weird. You know, intimately getting to know each other intimately. I think it's awkward.
Okay, so
like, oh my god.
So I had this friend for like 1,000,000 years, right? Great person, great. Like I can't even say enough good things. But then it's one of those, you know, when Harry met Sally things where they're like, oh, men and women can't be friends.
Yeah.
And then I was like, yeah, you can. But then I'm in oblivion, right? Because I didn't know that this guy had feelings for me and I didn't have feelings for him. And, you know, I was just in the friend zone. I wasn't thinking anything else.
That's the thing, to get out of the friend zone.
Yes, that's what's so weird.
One of you what about, you know, because it's usually not mutual. It's usually one of them likes the other one, and then you're like,
you're like me in oblivion. You're like, I never knew you were in love with me.
Yeah, it's like, how do I transfer this? How do I tell this person? Because and then all the things like, oh my god, it's gonna ruin the friendship. I'm gonna lose this person as a friend, and blah blah blah. Not only lose that person as a friend, but your social circle. It could, you know.
Yeah, it becomes weird if you're not like if you try it and then you're kind of like back and forth, but you're not sure, but you are, but then you're not. There's a lot of stuff that, you know. Well, that's what happens.
One of the things they say, like if you're gonna try it and if you're gonna go all the way in, you can be constantly like thinking, oh my god, better day, it's not gonna work. Oh my god, no, because you gotta
I think.
Go for it.
I think with me, it wasn't that it wasn't going to work. It's like, how do I transition this from what it is to what this person wants it to be? And like, how do you then, it's the switch, you know, like the on off switch. Yeah. How do you turn that on to something else?
Yeah.
And I think that's what becomes a little hard sometimes.
Yeah. Yeah. Because I mean, what if that person tells you, oh yeah, you know, I have feelings for you and I want to take it to the next level.
Then you're like, you almost have a heart attack.
No, and then you're like, okay, maybe we can try it. But a lot of the times that other person doesn't feel the same. And then I think it's impossible to go back to just being friends. I don't know. That would be so weird.
I think it all depends on how you end it. I think you can. If you have a really good friendship and a good bond,
Ay, but then you're always thinking that
But
that
then-
person, oh my God, that person has feelings for me. Y como que at the same time, you're like, you want to protect that friend, and it's like when you break it up with
It's like a
anybody.
movie.
No, you're like kind of like, no, but like I want to hang out with them, but I don't want them to think
that
I like them.
Yeah.
You know, because I know how that person feels about me, so I don't want to make him feel bad. I don't want to give him hopes or whatever. So then, I think you kind of like retract, and you kind of like, I mean, I think the relationship will fizzle in the end, and would just
probably
go away. And then if there's you have people in common, friends in common, that those relationships suffer too.
Yeah, it's hard too, because if you take somebody else, a guy or a girl on a gathering with your friends, and that person's there, that sucks.
Yeah. It's like, how do you confide to the other person? They're always going to ask, ¿Qué pasó? Oh my God, now we can be together. Now we can, the three of us can go out because whatever. Like, there's always, I think it's just going to cause friction.
I know.
The more I read into these things, it's like,
And then what about your friend's ex?
Bueno.
Negative. Don't do it. I'm telling you, it's not good.
Before we go there, just a closing thing on dating your friends. The point about getting each other inside and out, which is like great, but at the same time, there's no honeymoon period. There's no like.
There is.
No, there isn't, because you know each other, so it's like.
No, I disagree, because now you know each other. You're exploring a different avenue of the
hard.
relationship.
It's hard to.
Yeah, you can have the honeymoon period. You can.
Oh.
Come on, Kathy. Be open. Fly like a pelican.
Fly like a pelican. Oh my God, this is a friend's ex. Ay, Dios mío. Esto sí es.
No, I would not
danger,
do that.
danger.
Yes.
I just thought of something. The dating your friends. I should remember that. All my references are like movies and whatever. Friends episode when Monica and Chandler started.
Oh my God, that was so funny.
When they hooked up in London, and then they're like, Monica's like, "When is each other naked?"
Yeah.
Lift the comforter. He's like, I just thought Monica naked. So you'll probably
That's
have
actually
that.
a perfect example. Look at that.
Yeah, that's so funny.
Yeah.
But they made it, like it turned into like a real thing. Like they really fell in love with each other, and they have a history. Oh my God, she we used to be in love with him forever when she was younger, and then that's really funny.
Yes.
Anyway, going back to dating your friend's ex,
No, I would not do that.
If it was me, if somebody was
unless
dating,
you've been broken up for like 20 years.
Exactly. There's there's like things that could work. Like, for example,
and even still,
if
whatever.
If it was just somebody that you casually dated, okay, like less than, I don't know, a month, and your friend starts dating her, I have no problem with that. I mean, it was just something very casual.
Yeah, I guess.
But I would like to think that if I had dated somebody for whatever, 6 months, a year, or whatever, but my relationship didn't work out. But then let's say 5 years from now, you meet this person and you hit it off with this person and you want to date this person. I would like to think as a friend that you have my blessing.
Well, I think that's the key. You have to be honest.
Yes.
You have to go to your friend and say, hey, I bumped into so-and-so and I want to go out with this person. I know you dated them. Yeah. Are you okay with that?
We've been talking.
That's what people need to do.
I would like to, yes.
That's what causes the problem.
That's the key too. There's a fine line, because I would totally do that. I would be like, hey, I see this person. I think there could be potential. I like him, I would like to date him. I would like to know what you think, But when you ask for that person's permission, is it would you be okay with that? What if that person says, no, I wouldn't be okay with that? Then what do you do? Okay, that's it. You're not going to date this person?
Thanks, I told you, but I'm going to do it.
I'm going to do it anyway. Yeah, it's like, I just wanted to tell you that this is, maybe that's the way that you should approach it. I just wanted to let you know. I don't want you to hear from somebody else.
Yeah.
We've been dating, we've been talking, we've been hanging out, whatever.
I don't know. I have a hardcore rule about that. I don't care how many years have passed. Like, I just don't date friends' exes, and I never dated my siblings' exes.
Oh, yeah, siblings, I think.
And I've been approached,
when
I was younger. I mean, my sister had an ex-boyfriend that approached me, and he was like, oh, I really like you, I want to date you. I was like, you gotta get the hell out of my face, because you were my sister's boyfriend. I'm not doing that.
I know somebody, when I was in college, I met somebody who, the person that she's married to now, and she has like 2 or 3 kids with this person, that person dated her sister.
Oh, no.
But I think when he dated her sister, I think she liked it, but she obviously didn't say anything. When they broke it off, I think they started like hanging out or whatever.
And what did the sister say?
I don't know. Her sister's married as well.
No,
but
that's not cool.
I don't know how long they dated. I don't know if they ever did the nasty. Like, I don't know. But I think it would be really weird. I think that for me would be like, no, wait, that's not gonna happen.
Yeah, I've had that happen to me, and no. I don't
weird.
care how many years have passed.
See,
I'm not getting myself into that situation.
I think that's hands off.
There's too many people in the world.
Like incestual. I don't know. I don't see it.
It's like asqueroso. Está pasando de mano en mano.
Slapping spit. No.
Yeah, no.
But I think a friend says, like, I think I would like to think that I would give you my blessing and be like, just because it didn't work out for me, like, who's to know that that's your person, that that's your soulmate? Like, who am I to say, like.
Well, you don't have to worry about that, Kathy, because I don't do that.
Well, you never know.
No. You could put the stamp on it and mail it. It's not gonna happen.
But there
unless I bump into somebody that I never knew that you dated, and then I'm dating this person and I like him.
Yeah, that could happen.
And then what?
Yeah.
Estamos en vacation.
Well, it depends. The thing is that there's some ground rules. Like, por ejemplo, if I know, like, if you know that person that I dated hurt me, or that person did something really bad to me or my family, or that person abused me or whatever. How could you? That's hands off. That is like never. That is like, don't even come to me.
That's not even a friend.
Yeah, that's not even a friend. It's like, don't even tell me. Don't even come to me. Like, I don't want you in my life, because how could you want to be with somebody that did this to me?
Mm-hmm.
That's definitely some ground rules. Other ground rules is when you go to that person, your friend, and you say, "This has been happening. I met this person. We hit it off. I would like to let you know that I'm intent to. How do you feel about it?" Try to do it before anything happens.
Yeah.
Like anything really, more.
And come on, people.
Nothing more than a kiss, maybe.
Most people know.
Yeah.
Who your ex is. If they're your friends, and they know.
Yeah, if it's like a group of friends,
maybe if it's some irrelevant individual that you casually dated, maybe that person never came up in conversation. And that could be a probability.
If it's like a casual date, like whatever. We just dated this person for like 3 days, you hung out a few times.
Yeah, that's
not the same.
Yeah, that's not the same.
But if you dated this person more than like a year, if you were engaged to this person, if you were married to this person.
Oh my God, let me just tell you, watching these things that I'm watching now with this like tortured love, right? From like 20,000 years ago. I'm watching it and
Isn't the story the same though? It doesn't matter what year,
it doesn't
decade,
matter.
It
doesn't matter. Love
boy
is
likes
love.
girl doesn't like boy, or boy has to, I don't know, marry some other girl for business reasons.
Yes, and then they can't be together, and then all this crap happens, and then you start remembering stuff from other relationships, and I'm here sitting in the thing crying, and I'm like, why? And then I'm like, oh. But like from what you just said, if I was really in love with someone, and it didn't matter how many years pass, and then you or my sister ends up dating this person, I think I would die. Yeah. I would be like, oh my God. I would be part of that novela, movie.
That's another thing that you gotta figure out. Like, is your friend over that person?
No.
Because if your friend's not over that person, then you can't date her ex or his ex.
It's one of those tortured loves that, you never get over. And if you know that and you start dating this person, oh my goodness. That's terrible.
That is not a good. And also, you got to think before you even go to your friend and approach him and tell him what's going on and you want to date his ex. You got to really be honest with yourself and see, what are you feeling for this person? Are you just want to get in their pants? Are you just feeling the hots? Or you just want to have sex with this person?
And some people do it for revenge, like like some ulterior revenge motive, you know, against their friend. It's so weird.
Well, maybe not against their friend, but maybe the ex wanted to,
Yeah, but what about if your friend has always been jealous of you?
That's
your friends,
that definitely happened.
But they want to go and date your ex.
Well, then that's not your friend, and you have to cut that relationship as well. But you got to think what your feelings are for this person for real. I think at the beginning you're like, no, I can't because it's my friend. But then if feelings develop, then that's when you go and you're like, okay, this might be the real thing, and I want to see it through. So let me go to my friend. But if all you're feeling is the hots for this person, and oh my God, I just want to have sex with her, she's so hot, and I'm always been attracted. Don't even go to your friend, dude. Like, don't even. No abras esa gaveta porque te va. You know?
I don't know. Do you think that with guys that they really care? Like if they don't have...
Then that's not your friend.
No, I'm saying like if they had an ex that was really hot and then your friend wants to date her, you know, like a year later or whatever.
Okay.
You think the guy's really going to care?
The ex, the one who dated, your friend who dated the thing? I mean...
I think guys are more casual.
No, but it depends. What if a person really still has feelings for that person?
Oh, well, if they still have feelings, that's different.
I mean, you got to see, because you got to see, like, if this person's going to come to this party, are you okay with it? Like, you know, it's not, it doesn't just end there. It's like, también.
I don't know. I think guys are more casual. From what I've heard.
It depends how you felt about the person. It depends if you're still
Well, if that's one of the, you know, the loves of your life, I don't think the guy's going to tell his friend, yeah, you could go have sex with my ex. But I think most guys are very, whatever. I don't know.
I think it depends. So, but in the end, if you do decide to go for it and to go through with it and date a friend's ex, and I'm sure this is going to happen, but try to not compare each other. You know, try to not be like, oh, who was better? Oh my God, Dios mío. Who was better? Or no, because he did this and he did that. And don't trash talk either your friend or your ex.
Oh, people whatever do it anyway.
Yeah, definitely no comparisons. Don't.
You compare anyway.
No
You're
trash.
Human.
Yeah. No trash talking. Y tampoco do not pry into, hey, but what happened? You know, like whatever happened with your eyes or whatever. Like, you know, it's just... It's a no-win situation. Like, you guys are gonna... that relationship is gonna be ruined. It's hard. Like you said, there's so many people out there. It's like, why would you have to, you know?
Yeah, just stay away from all these people. Everybody's all effed up anyway. So go find your own effed up person that nobody else knows.
But imagine you're gonna be like, the first date is like, espérate, have you ever dated these list of people, you know, Manuel Rodriguez, Guillermo no sé qué.
Oh, excuse me, there's like 25 million Manuel Rodriguez's in the world.
Have you dated this guy? Have you dated this guy?
That's like when your friend asks you, did you Google him? Hello, his name is Manuel Rodriguez. There's 25 bazillion people with that name.
Yeah, his name is like Alex Perez. Like,
oh my God.
Honestly, like,
I know. My friends ask me all the time.
I hope it's not this one that's been.
Did you Google him? I'm like, really? Can you repeat that question, please, and check the name?
Miami, definitely.
Yes.
And then, oh my God, I'm a cynic when it comes to this. Amor de lejos,
amor de pendejos. Have you had a pendejos amor?
No, and I hope to never have one. To me, that
oh my God, why do I have one for each category with the exception of not dating your friend's exes or your sister's exes, which I have to say, that's admirable.
Yeah.
I have had this amor de lejos bullshit. This is like the biggest bullshit of life.
That is bullshit, I think. But
it's fun for a little while.
Some people it gets expensive.
Nah.
Travel back and forth. I know, por favor.
Well, let's not get that crazy. I didn't do a lot of traveling.
Pero bueno, traveling back and forth, phone calls.
Yeah, the phone calls before, like you had this unlimited phone plan. Before all these unlimiteds came out for like a flat fee, yes, my phone bill used to be really expensive.
Now at least you get like Skype or whatever, but oh my God. And then you get to the, no, you hang up first. You hang up first. No, you hang up first. I remember when I was like in high school, my sister had a friend who her husband, or her husband to be, I don't think they were married yet. He had moved because he was stationed and he was in the army. And she was here and she spent one night with us, like, sleepover. And it was like all these phone talk. You were like, why are you even here? Just go home and like talk to your boyfriend. Because it's like, we're like,
I know.
You're like, they will talk for hours and hours and hours. And it's like.
Well, I know somebody that she's in her mid-40s. And she still does this with guys. Like, up until all hours of the night, on the phone with them. And I'm like, why? That's so. Listen, I'm sorry. Your cutoff is 11 p.m. I need to go to sleep. I need to get up in the morning and do whatever I need to do, go to work or whatever. Like, I don't have time for this nonsense anymore, staying up till 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 in the morning.
No, but I was like in my late 20s. I remember talking to
somebody. Yeah, but not now.
No, I don't think I could. I mean, I
have to let you
go because si no duermo de 8 horas, I'm like,
that's dead. What I'm saying. Your cutoff is 11 p.m. Yeah. 11:30 maybe.
But back then, oh my God, we're talking like to 2 in the morning. It was awesome. Like, I loved it. It was
it was so like, it was all those, nice little young butterfly stuff that you do, and it's all new and fresh. Yeah. But now you're like, come on. Either we go out and we see each other in person and we talk in person and we do things that matter. But I'm not going to be on the phone till 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 o'clock in the morning with you.
But imagine, I mean, okay, not only does it get expensive with the travel, with the phone calls, with the, I guess, Skype sessions, I think that's free, I guess. What do we have now? Well, now we have Face Talk. So I guess that's, FaceTime. That's a FaceTime. That's a plus.
You have a lot of different things like video.
But también like, care packages, sending each other little things, like, I don't know. It gets expensive.
I don't know, because then
I think eventually
you're like talking on the phone all the time and like you're not doing anything else. It's like, dude, step it up. Like, step up to the plate and do something. Send flowers, do this. Buy a plane ticket, come here. I don't know. I think after a while, it's like...
Por eso, it gets expensive. Then it's like, I know, but at my friend's birthday party, coño, I can't because I have to go visit this guy. Or then it's like, no, baby, I can't visit you because it's my friend's birthday. Or whatever. And then you start missing each other's milestones, things that are important into your lives. And you can really share that day-to-day, like, oh, no, you had to be there. Oh, no, it's an inside joke with so-and-so. It's like, I think those things will end up like,
well,
damaging the relationship.
I think it depends on your age. Yeah. I think it depends on how far you live from each other.
I think now it'll probably work for me because I'm like, I like my space. So I don't mind being like, oh, I'll see you once a month. Fine. So I have the rest of the month to myself and I can do this. And then it's like...
Well, I know another person.
But then if that's the relationship you want, it's like better to have like a no strings attached type of thing.
Yeah,
it's like the same thing.
I mean, it could work. Like I said, I think it depends on the age and the place that you are in your life.
What you're looking for in your life.
If somebody's willing to move. Yeah. Because eventually that has to happen if you're going to get serious.
Exactly. I think there's a period of like, okay, we can try this for a year and a half. Mm-hmm. But once it's like, okay, what's the next step?
Yeah.
Because...
But there has to be a commitment.
Yes.
A commitment to moving forward.
Yes.
If that's what you both want. Because my friend, she hooked up with this guy that she knew from a long time ago. Mm-hmm. They reconnected through Facebook. Mm-hmm. And they're older, and they started dating. But he lives in another state, and she lives here. But they made a commitment to every other weekend. God, one would come here, she would go there, and back and forth. Yeah, it's expensive, but I think if you...
I would say once a month.
You commit, and you really want that, and then...
You rack up the smiles.
Yeah. And now they're engaged, and they're going to get married.
But are they living in the same state now?
Yes, he moved here now. Okay. He's been living here for a few months now.
I mean, when I was doing the research, one of the situations was like this couple was like, well, we kind of hit a time, whatever, in a relationship that it was like, what do we do? Do we break it up or do we commit to, okay, eventually we will? And they ended up committing, no, like, I want to keep doing this for this period of time. And then they committed and they're married. I mean, there's definitely pros because the only thing you have is communication. And that's the number one thing that you need, in a relationship.
But listen, I think that requires a huge level of maturity, number one. And number two, commitment. Yes.
Because imagine if you are... It's hard enough living in the same country, let's say in the same time zone. Imagine if I'm dating somebody in Italy. 6 hours difference?
No.
What the hell?
That doesn't work.
You have to plan your life. Both of us have to plan our day or week or whatever. Again, you're going to be missing out and say, well, no, I can't go out tonight with you guys because I have a phone call scheduled with so-and-so. So,
that's like, really hard.
I don't know. It's hard.
Yeah.
And
I would say in different states, it's more doable. But if you're now going into a different country, good luck. Because that's really hard.
Whenever I've tried like online dating, whenever I get message from somebody that's not even in Miami, because to me it's like, if you live in Fort Lauderdale, I'm not. There's no way.
Oh
I
my
just can't.
God.
I just can't. Like an hour and a half every time I
Ay,
have to see you. Okay, yo no puedo. Yo no puedo
have
hacer
I
eso.
ever dated anybody in Fort
So
Lauderdale?
whenever I get messaged, I went. I think I went one time on a date to somebody for Lauderdale. I'm like, I can't. I can't do this.
Oh my God, it's not that far.
I don't know. I need like, let's say, I don't know, 10, 15, 20 miles from me. I don't know. But if I get a message from somebody from like California, I'm like, what the hell? No,
Now you know,
that's not gonna
people.
happen.
If you like Kathy, you can only live in Miami.
Hialeah, Coral
I know.
Gables.
¿Qué carajo Hialeah? You're not going to go to Hialeah. Who are you kidding?
I get lost.
You're not
in
even going to
Hialeah, bro.
travel to Homestead. Eso está en casa carajo.
I get lost in Hialeah. Okay, I'm sorry.
GPS.
I need a GPS.
Yeah.
Ay, Dios mío. People date people in normal situations. People that you don't
What
have
the heck
any...
is normal anymore? I didn't even know what normal is.
I know it's hard not to find that 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon because I think we all know each other, especially in Miami. Pero let's try to like, ¿cómo se dice? Expand the dating pool and try not to date. Let's try not to swap spit. You know, like
I love these like dating tips. Don't dating
don'ts.
tips. Don't get drunk on the first date. I mean, that's a given, right?
Yeah.
Have you ever gone out with a guy that was drunk on your first date?
Oh, hell no.
Oh my God. Can I just tell you? You don't say. I haven't dated that much people. I know I sound like I'm like this avid, woohoo, have a good time, always out kind of person. So I went out with this guy once. He was not drunk when we went on a date.
Uh-huh.
But throughout
he didn't pick you up drunk, obviously.
No.
Yeah.
Oh my God. He
So
would
he
have.
got
Ahí
drunk
se
on
hubiera
the-
quedado.
He got wasted on the date.
Yes. And I didn't even know this guy. And I was like, what the hell? Needless to say, I never went out with him
Some
again.
people just don't know how to hold their alcohol.
Was it a first date? I don't remember
Oh
if
my
it was a
God.
first date. I
What
think
a
it might have been like
bad
one of
impression.
the first few, dates.
That's messed up.
Like pissed drunk.
Yeah, no, regardless, I don't think, no.
And then they
unless
act
it's like
stupid.
you're... Okay, honestly, I don't understand. I think if you get to the point of getting drunk, I don't want to say you're an alcoholic, but I don't understand how people cannot see, no, espérate, I can't take another one. Like, I can't because I don't feel well. I'm like, I can't imagine somebody not being able to
this guy
control
was a
it.
disaster. Yeah.
I can't imagine that because I'm a light drunk. I can barely finish one drink. But it's like, how do you not pace yourself? Number one. Number two, no, I can't. Like, how do you think it's okay to like just like lose yourself and like, whatever. Like, like I've been in places that I went to like this party once and there was this girl that was like pissed drunk and me and my other friends had to like pick up the girl. We didn't even know the girl, but we had to like pick her up and take her. Well, I think it was like security or something where like this girl is like, and she was like, oh my God, that borracha para carajo. I was like, okay. So, like,
And have you ever
like,
had
I don't care.
a guy ask you on like the first few dates, like ask you about your past
I
relationships?
hate that question.
Me too.
I hate that question on the. Not
I've been
even-
guilty of it though when I was younger. I have.
Okay.
I've asked.
I've never asked that question. To me, that is not conversation. To me, that's like interrogation. To me, that tells me you have nothing else to talk about.
Well, the reason why I asked is because I want to know if that relationship is still lurking.
Okay.
Because if it is, I don't want to date you.
Did you know something about the guy?
No, but I asked, like, so how long ago was your last relationship?
I don't
And is
know.
that person still around? Because if that's the case, like, I don't want to be dealing with some guy who's dealing with some crazy ex still.
I think that'll eventually. Well, I know what you mean. You want to kind of like get it right off the bat. But to me, when somebody asks me that, I'm like, it's like I don't even know you. Like, let's just talk about other stuff.
I don't do that anymore.
Sports, restaurants, music. I mean, there's so much to talk about. It's like, what do you like? Who cares? Oh my God, you've been single and how come? I don't know. You're single too. What happened to you? Like, what does that say about you?
What's wrong with
What
you?
does that say about you? You've been married 3 times and you've dated on him and you're still single. Doesn't that say more about you than me that I've been single for longer?
Mm-hmm.
Does that mean you're more stable than me? Like,
so
what does that mean?
that's funny that you said
To
that
me,
because
that's just a stupid question.
the other day I was talking to this guy that we used to date and we're friends, but whatever. He's still in love with me. I'm not being full of myself, but it's true. It's facts. But he tries to act so like, whatever,
Mm-hmm.
and then
Es lo que está testing the waters.
He mentioned something like that, right? And then I was like, what are you talking about? Yeah, so I'm single. So what? Like, what does that mean?
Yeah.
You know?
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, yeah, well,
he hasn't listened to that episode, you know?
Yeah.
Like,
so he's like, well,
I'm
I
single
guess.
and loving it.
He's like, well, you know, I guess. And he's always like digging, like, you know, poking me or whatever. Throwing his little digs, whatever, because he thinks he's cute, but he's not. Mm-hmm. So then he says, well, you know, it's not like anything's wrong with you because it's not like you've never had a relationship or you've never been married and you have a kid and all this stuff. And I was like, and this is coming from the resident expert in what?
Yeah.
Because what do you?
Yeah, it's like let's review your situation.
Yeah. And I said to him, are you kidding me right now? Yeah. He goes, no, I don't mean it in a bad way. And he's like, it's not like a girl that you meet and she's never had a relationship or been married or something, then you know there's something wrong with that one. I was like, okay. And I guess this is the way the guy philosophized the
well, I'm sure
the experience. I don't know.
Some women too. Un hombre que esté 50 y no está casado. Oye, eso. There's
yeah, like
there.
why hasn't the guy ever gotten married?
Well,
or
dude,
anything?
I don't know because maybe he hasn't found the one. Maybe he's just like you, that's waiting for the right person. You know, who the fuck knows?
Well, they just wanted to date and never have a serious relationship.
No, because they never maybe fell in love. That maybe we're not sure. Maybe now is the time. There's plenty of people that their first marriage is like when they're 50 or whatever. Mm-hmm. I remember reading one article one time that it was this lady who was extremely successful in like every, you know, whatever. She had like her shit together. And one of the things that they interviewed, she had got married at 50. And somebody asked her, one of the questions was like, so why did you wait until 50 to get married? And she said, well, I hadn't met this person. Mm-hmm. I hadn't met him. So how am I going to get married? To me, it wasn't about just getting married. It was like, he was the person for me. And I didn't meet him until I was 50 or 47 or whatever. You know?
Have you ever thought of, okay, when you were younger, did you ever fantasize about getting married, and did you ever have an idea in your mind when you would get married?
Never.
So I was always surrounded by all these crazy girls.
Even now when I look at weddings, I'm like, which one would I ever pick? Because I love all of them.
I know, but like when I was younger, oh my God, I remember I had like everything picked out, right? I love this one dress and all this stuff. Oh God, no. But I was never one of those girls that wanted to get married young. Mm. All my friends were crazy. They were like, when I'm 21, I'm going to get married. When I'm 22, I'm going to have a baby. When I'm this and this and that. And here I am thinking, are you insane? Yeah. Like, I think the whole romanticizing about a beautiful dress and the flowers and all that, I did that. Mm-hmm. And I had, you know, my pages folded and ripped out.
I was going to say, those girls like binder.
I know, it's crazy because you do it because it's so
like, just like the groom. That's all I need. I got everything. I have the place even reserved.
Oh my God, beautiful! Because it's so beautiful. It's all like you look at it and you get like
Vicky's Bakery
hypnotized. Well, this is when I lived in New York, so I wasn't savvy to the croquetas yet.
And Sturgis is gonna host my, my what is it?
La Carreta's gonna do my dinner.
¿Cómo se dice? The practice, no, ¿cómo se dice eso? Not the practice dinner. ¿Cómo se dice? Rehearsal.
The rehearsal dinner. But anyway, so all my friends were just so crazy, and I remember thinking like, I don't want to get married in my 20s.
Yeah, no, I never. And most of my friends got married young.
Yeah, mine too.
Some of them are in their
the majority of them are divorced.
Second, you know, yeah. Which is whatever, it happens, you know, like I think that's bound to happen. But no, I never ever pictured a wedding, picture dresses, no, I never did.
Yeah, now I think like if I remarry, I shouldn't say if because I think I will. One day. No sabo. But I definitely know exactly where I want to go on my honeymoon. Forget about the dress and toda esa vaina. I was just like,
whatever. Who cares?
I just want to go on my honeymoon. That's it.
So you have the honeymoon planned out now.
Yes, that's it. That's all I got planned.
You go back to the plans. You still kept those things, the plans for the.
No, man, that's all in the garbage. That's been in the garbage for a long time.
Now you're ready.
No, I'm ready. I know where I want to have my honeymoon, so I don't even care about anything else.
I think now, I think I have an idea of what I would like to do, and it's definitely very simple.
Yeah, mine too.
Very, very simple. Like I would like just like a nice. Don't steal my idea, people. Now.
Don't tell anybody.
No, it was just like a really cute restaurant with like a little courtyard, just like a really nice sit down meal.
Well, I have so many of those places that I could recommend.
Oh, we gotta get together.
I could recommend for you. I could be your wedding planner.
But
I love doing that stuff.
I need the groom, so
I'll get you one of those too. Don't worry, I got you.
So a couple of other dating don'ts. Definitely do not cancel the date, people. That doesn't look good. Like, I don't know.
Has that happened to you?
Has somebody canceled? No, but I have canceled. Yeah, I have canceled. Which, don't do it, people.
You have?
I have. I have, and needless to say, I did not reschedule. That's not cool. Not cool, people, not cool. Who knows? Maybe that person would have been the one. Who knows? Anyway, do not wear uncomfortable shoes or clothing. I 100%. Do not overdo it. Do not overdo it with your makeup. Do not overdo it with your cologne or perfume. Do not overdo it with
you know
your
how many
shoes.
people look like that?
Pero don't. To me, if you want to come off as sexy, be comfortable in what you're wearing. Because you don't want to be that way. You're going to go for a walk. I know, let's go. Like, to me, it's just like, you got to be comfortable. You can be sexy and comfortable at the same time.
How about these women that wear these shoes? They can't even walk.
Oh my God, I see that.
That looks so ridiculous. Like, ladies, really,
God,
if I can give you any advice in the world, it would be don't wear heels that are so high that you look like a robot walking in them.
Yes, because your legs and your knees are completely bent because
you look horrendous.
Eso no se ve bonito.
No offense.
The last thing they're looking at is your shoes. What they're looking at is how you're walking and how ridiculous you look walking in those shoes. Do not talk about past relationships. Do not ask each other, like, at least not on the first date. That will come up. That will eventually come up. Do not bring up religion or politics. Do not talk about everything you hate about your life.
Don't be a Debbie Downer.
Oh my God, today, oh my God, you have no idea. Are you sure you want to talk about, oh my God, today I had a day, like, oh my God, my family. No, okay, so, no.
You don't want to be a Debbie Downer or an Albert Downer.
And definitely don't talk about how dating sucks, how dating is so hard, and any past dates. That happened to me one time, I was like, but este tipo, does he even know what he's saying? It was like one of those blind date things, and I was like, all right, needless to say, I never saw him again.
But I told you I had gone on a date with a guy that he was still talking about his ex-wife from 8 years ago, right?
Yeah.
And the trauma of his divorce and the splitting of real property. I was like, no, thank you, goodbye.
Next, don't keep checking your phone. That has happened to me.
That happens.
And that is
people
rude.
are so rude.
People just even
I see people doing that all the time.
Don't do that. When you're here, you're here. Okay? Don't do that, people. Definitely do not read too much into the first date. It's just a first date. It's just getting to know each other. Don't be planning your life 10 years from now with this person because you don't know what's going to happen.
How about if you're not liking the guy on your first date and everybody's telling you go on a second date? That's happened to me too. I was like, I don't want to. I just don't like this guy.
Yeah. I mean, if you're getting like a bad vibe.
It wasn't bad. It was just that you're come mierda. I don't want to go out with you again.
Yeah, but I think some people, and I'm definitely guilty of this. You think that there was no chemistry, and experts tell you not every time that chemistry is going to be there right away, or you got to get to know that person a little bit more. I would say 2 to 3 dates. I think now that I'm 42, I will give somebody. Tiene que ser una cosa que oye, the first
I
day.
hate to say it, but I was right. I didn't want to. That guy was. I know.
You missed your chance, Kathy.
No,
that was your soulmate.
No, it was not. And it's funny because I know an older person. Well, they kind of set us up, right? Because they thought we would be a great match, but whatever.
Negative.
Yeah, negative. So fast forward to many years later, the lady tells me, so-and-so, he's married and he has a baby and they live in this really nice house and blah, blah, blah. And I was like, oh, that's great. And then I'm like, I don't know. I was like, so what? So I have a nice house too. Yeah. And I have my kid. And I have me. Yeah. Caso cerrado. But she was kind of like, oh my God, it's so sad. Too bad that it didn't work out with you guys because you could have been this and this and that. Whatever. No. No. You could keep him.
And the last one is, which is, I mean, I agree with it, but I think it could be debatable. Do not go to bed with him or her. Do not do that.
On the first date. I've heard of people that have done that and they ended up together.
Yeah, I've heard of the people too.
But the flip side to that, I think it's more, that's very rare that that happens. Yeah. If you do that like right away, nananina trepadina,
well, this
you're
is,
going to be out.
We're going to be going into depth for another
We're going to start
episode.
Conducting experiments.
We're going to have another episode
and
which we're going to discuss that at length. Yeah. So anyway, people, again, there's plenty of people out there. There's a website even called Plenty of Fish. So try not to go into this murky dating pool of dating your ex, dating your friend's ex, dating somebody that's not in your same zip code, unless it's like 90210. Go for it. Beverly Hills, yeah. Or somebody that, I don't know, hot. That neighbor is George Clooney or something. Go for it.
Oh my gosh, shut up. If my neighbor was a George Clooney lookalike, I would die.
If somebody lives in like, I don't know, Ritzy Place, go for it.
Oh my goodness.
Just think of like vacation. But anyway, yeah, just, I don't know, get out there. There's plenty of people. I mean, I just try not to go
It's so bad. I got a message from my friend that I saw this morning. She sent me a picture of me from our vacation. And she's like, this would be a great dating app picture. And I'm like, negative. I'm not putting anything on no dating app. It's so bad. I'm so anti-dating app, but whatever.
Yeah, so this has been an episode on advices on what not to do from two single girls. So.
Yes. Who are not on dating apps.
Who are not in the realm of dating, because right now we're focused on other things. But so take it with a grain of salt.
No, but we give good advice.
I think we give good advice, but then again, we're single, so
it's okay. The best advice comes from single people with experience.
Really? Okay, good to know. All right, thank you for listening. Have a good one.
Hasta la bye-bye.
Ciao.
Hi, everyone. We're on YouTube, Google Play Music, Spotify, Radio Public. Remember, share, like, and subscribe.